So we found another FibreTech Honda rider here in the paddock at Brands Hatch, and well, yeah, it's the hottest round of the season. A lot of the Brits really struggling in these sweltering conditions, but am I guessing it's going to be a bit easier for you, a bit more kind of more like home a little bit?
Yeah, I'm feeling good so far. It's a lot more like home rather than all the cold weather rounds, and now it's nice and hot. I'm ready to ride.
So this Brands Hatch round, you've never raced here before. How are you finding it so far?
It's fun. The track's like a roller coaster. Super fun place. There's a lot of blind corners, a lot of places that I have to adapt to differently, but it's really cool so far.
So just tell us a little bit more about yourself and your journey into the R&G British Talent Cup then. How did your racing career start, and why even race here?
My racing career started when I was about 5 years old. Really just like, my dad found out about little road racing on little dirt bikes, and that you could put street tires on them, and we took like one camp on that. We did dirt track racing before. We did one like camp day on the road race bike, and we loved it way more, and we stuck with that all the way up to now. Like a couple years ago, started like actually getting serious, and yeah, it got me to where I am now today.
So obviously there was a lot of options for where to go racing. You could have stayed in the maybe done some Moto America type paddock, but why come to Britain?
Well, I could have stayed in Moto America, but the bikes there and all the kids overseas are a different level. They're way faster, and I wanted to get that kind of experience, so if I did go back home, I would dominate everyone. And one day, like, my goal is to go to MotoGP, and I think coming overseas is the way to get there.
So very focused already at such a young age. How old are you right now?
I'm 14 years old.
14, one of the youngest, if not maybe the youngest, I think, in the R&G British Talent Cup right now. So tell us a bit more about you then. What do you do away from racing, away from the paddock, when you're chilling out? What do you like? What are your hobbies, interests?
When I'm at home, honestly, I'm just training for the next round. I go out, cycle every day. Yeah, a lot of cycling. Usually, if I'm home, I'll hang out with friends on the weekdays. Like, we'll go fishing and ride bicycles around town and stuff. And, yeah.
And there's other riders who literally fly in just for every single round here, which is almost unthinkable for the Brits here, that people would do that. Are you one of those riders that does that as well?
Yeah, it's a lot on your body. You might get sick sometimes, but just take a lot of vitamins and just be ready, honestly.
And whereabouts in the States are you from?
I live in Pennsylvania.
Okay. And what's the local race scene like there? Is there much motorcycle racing? Is there a big bike racing community in Pennsylvania? I can't imagine there would be.
There's nothing in Pennsylvania, but there's a race series like along the East Coast that I usually do for local races. So usually I have to drive like a couple hours away to get to those. Just training every weekend, honestly, doing those local races, they help out a lot for here.
What's been the most surprising or shocking thing about British racing culture that you've had to adapt to, that you thought, oh, I didn't know they do things like that? Or is that a saying? Or like, have you, like for you, I'm sure you've had to quietly adapt to certain things.
It's a lot bigger over here compared to back home. There's a lot more fans, and just everything over here is just way better, honestly.
So moving forward then into the future, obviously you said you wanted to get to MotoGP, and it'd be great to see you do so. But in between now and then, what's your sort of career goals, really? Where do you see yourself?
Hopefully after British Talent Cup I can somehow progress like through the ranks, go up through European Talent Cup maybe, and then hopefully try out for the Red Bull Rookies Cup, and if I can make it into that, and that's like, that could progress me into Moto3, and then I'm at like a Grand Prix level.
Yeah, so many others done it exactly like that. So, well, good luck for the getting into MotoGP, and for this weekend at Brands Hatch, and for the rest of 2024.
Thank you very much.